Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. In the previous video, we learned and we created a file in which all these bootstraps were attached. We basically created a file which was containing bootstraps, and all the files we made it, basically we styled them, right? But now in today's video, what we will be doing is we will be clearing out one of the thing which was lagging, like how can we enable all the functions. Plus, what we will be doing is we will be revamping our website, and then finally we will be hosting it so that other people can also watch it, right? So without wasting time, let's just do one thing. We'll start our server. So for that, let's just go in the terminal, and here we'll type cd second project, and inside second project I will write python manage.py. So you can clearly see that our server has been started, right? So this was all the thing that we basically did in the previous video. You can check it here that we created this cool looking book check marks, and but if we will put on the text like this is fine, right? And now suppose I want that it should first of all remove punctuations and do capitalize. And if I will submit, you can see that it won't do that. It will just remove it. It will perform only one function. By the way, let me tell you guys that I have already styled this analyzed page. Why? Because I didn't want to waste another time in just adding bootstrap functionalities and all. If you want, I will just show you right here that see. What exactly I have did here is I have just used Bootstrap, and then I have created a function here, right, which will be having this button, and whenever we will click on button, we will be getting our answer, right? But you guys will be thinking that technically I selected two categories, right? I selected that my text should be first of all removed with punctuations, and second thing which I wanted was that my text should be capitalized. But you can see that only one thing is happening, right? Why is that so? So before understanding you the exact method, let me tell you that what is a get and post method. Because as you remember, whatever text we are accessing by get method, right? So, like the text which is visible in the URL, right? You can see that whatever text I am writing here, it will be visible here. So I know that this question will be arising in your mind, like what about by chance if we create a high full-fledged website in which we have to send our passwords, or we have to give the passwords or register, then the passwords will be visible right here, right? But then where is security? Because as you know that in a case of user, the security is its first priority. So for that, the thing is that the text is visible in the URLs because we are using the get method, right, for passing the information. HTTP is a request response protocol that takes the request from the user, and then a server returns the response to the user, right? So to establish this request response connection, we need some methods. So there are basically two common methods that HTTP uses. That is HTTP get and post. So first of all, let's understand what is HTTP get. Right. So you can see that here the text is clearly visible, right? And the get method is the default submission method of a form. Like whenever you will be submitting a form, right? Where is you can see here that whenever we will be submitting a form, there the default submission method is get. The get method sends the data in the form of URL parameters. Here you can see right clearly that in the URL parameters only all the responses there. That what remove functions is on, capitalize is on, everything, every data is there. Right. Therefore, any data sent with the help of get remains visible in the URL. Since the data is exposed in the URL, the get method is not considered for sending sensitive data, as I told you, like passwords or something like that. So the get method basically reveals everything, and therefore the length of URL increases. As you can see that the URL has become very long, right? So that is the reason. So, and one more thing it is that, let me show you one thing. What I will be doing is I will be giving you an example. Okay. Let me do one thing. I will select this full line. Okay. And what I will be doing here is I will be submitting this full statement here, right? What should I expect? Like, what do you guys think that will my this contain this all the text will be analyzed or not? Let's check it. Actually, it has analyzed it, right? But what about? Actually, I'm not given right any sort of punctuations. Now I'm giving punctuations here. Now let's see whether it will be analyzing it or not. It's still doing actually, but as you can see that, let me show you this URL link, right? We'll paste it. You can see that the URL link has become this much long because obviously it's copying all the data, right? So the maximum limit of get function is 2048 characters. So it can only transfer a limited amount of data, right? And if I will send more data, right? Like by chance, let me just do one thing. Instead of, let me go to analyze. Inside this analyze, first of all, let's remove this bootstrap. What I was thinking is, let me first of all do one thing. Let me remove this button, right? And then let me even remove this function. Now you can see that it's looking and sorry, we will be doing that as well, right? Now let's do one thing. I will reload the website. So you can see that I have removed that button and it's coming by default, right? Let me just go back and we'll paste everything again and then we'll run it. Yeah, you can see that still it's handling. Now it's a great thing, but still, later on at any particular moment of time, maybe it will be starting into showing some errors, right? Right. Let me go back and we'll again paste it. Yeah, see, now it came. Like now you can see that error 414 that what it says, request URL is too long. This there was this thing that I was talking about. So this is the major, bad thing about get. Now, if we talks about post, so data sent by post method never gets visible in the URL box. But whatever we will be sending, it will be never shown in the URL box, and therefore people recommends it, and it's more secure. You can say it's more secure, right? And it can, basically make the length of URL really really short. That if we use this post method, the length of URL will be always shorter than 2048 characters, right? and data is sent to the server in the form of packages in separate communication with the processing script. Like now, here comes few things that are very important for you guys to know. See, this is a Django tutorial, so I won't be going that much deep for these topics. I'm just telling you the basics so that you won't get confused and you should understand like what exactly are those things, right? So let me first of all tell you that what are CSRF tokens. So CSRF token stands for cross-site request forgery, right? It is the server-side application that generates and transmits a huge, random, and unpredictable numbers to the clients and make sure that it is coming from clients, not from any malicious website. Like, for example, let me tell you that suppose this particular website is the original website, right? And suppose this particular website is a fake website, and user by chance user gets this website, and whenever he will try to log in on this website, the owner of this website, it will be having all the data, right? Now, what he can do that with the data, he can come to the real website and he can do anything with his website, right? So to check the validity and to check the originality of a website, CSRF tokens were made. And CSRF tokens are used to protect the signs against these particular attacks, where any people can send any sort of JavaScript in your computer or in your website, and then it will be creating an issues. Right. Now, how to include CSRF tokens in your website? So to do that, what I have to do here is like wherever I was sending forms, right, in this text utils, instead of writing this get method, what I can do is like I will first of all remove it. I will write post. Okay. And here after post, I will write like this with CSRF tokens. Like see, it has came already like that. It will be like that. So with this, we have successfully included CSRF tokens to our website. Now we will be watching that how we can use the post method on the website. Like to use the post method, what we have to do here is first of all, let me remove all the things that were there, right? Which we were using all the get methods. Like where exactly are if all the form details are there, right? Let me check it once more. See, this one is clear. This one is also clear. Is there any other place? No. Okay, so now we'll go for use. Okay. Now, instead of this get everywhere, I have to write post. First of all, I have to create post. So I will use multi-line cursor, and here instead of get, I will write post. Okay. What this will do now, it will use the post method instead of get method for transferring all the data. And hence, we can now do one more thing as well, right? That is, let me first of all run it first to see whether it's working or not. This is a new website. So it says that your text has not been annexed. Okay, let me check what exactly errors we are getting here. So for that, let's see whether all the data which we were entering is correct or not. Right. For that, let me go here. Let's do one thing. We'll reload the page. Okay. And now let's see. Say it's ready. See, now you can see that it says the website is ready, and here it's not even including any sort of URLs in the video. Oh, sorry, in the URL. So this is how we can use get. We can use post function instead of get. But still, you can see that if I want to use all the functions at the same time, I am unable to use it. Right. So for that, let's do one thing quickly. Let's remove all these bugs from the website so that we can now freshly post our website on the GitHub so that everybody can access it. Right. So let's do one thing. I will go to views.py. Here you can see I have created an if function. After this is function, it says remove punctuation is on. Punctuations analyzed. Now here when I was returning, I will be not returning it. Instead of returning, what I will do here is I will write input text equals to analyzed. Okay. I have written input text equals to analyzed. What it means, like when this function will be fully completed, right? Now, if after this function is completed, the value of input text should be equal to the value of analyzed. Then what we can do, instead of writing this elif, we can again run the same loop and we can get the output. We will be writing again here. Instead of return, I will write input text. Here as well, I will write the same. Okay. And now what I have to do is I will be, for now, just for now, I will be removing this else condition fully. Okay. And I will be returning this statement like that. Right. Now let's just do one thing. We'll check that whether our website is working or not. So in this I have written website is ready and I have selected two properties that should work. Remove punctuations and capitalize. Now let's now you can easily see that all the functions are working. And except this, if I use a space remover as well, it is giving me an error. Or it says if input text equals to okay. Let's check what error this space remover is having now. So what it that it says let's do one thing for this last one, right? To remove it and we will be just directly printing our statement and we'll submit it. It's again showing error, right? So for that it says response not get request. Okay. Here where is that? This function is working right now. Here, let's do one thing. Let's first of all, let's check. So I guess that the space remover function is having some issues, right? Yeah. So first of all, before solving it, let's create an else statement that will be saying that if remove punctuations is not equals to is not equals to okay and capitalize is also not equals to right. I have written then what I have to do here is I will be writing return HTTP response and inside that HTTP response We will be writing select, or I can write you have not selected any operations. Okay. Now let's go back and let's check that this one is whether working or not. And yeah, it's working. That it says you have not selected any operations. So yeah, you can see that all these things are working. Maybe that space remover has some issues. Don't know. I have to check it, right? What issue it's getting. Be some issue is there in the views section. Let's see for space remover. If it's on, analyze equals to empty string. For index care, enumerate if index equals to empty string and it is an empty string, null string also is empty string, then index equals to care, right? Then it's getting analyzed. Let's resolve it later. We'll check all the things in line 53. Remove punctuations. Spawn dot get request. If not, and then short let me see what is happening here. Let me first of all try this as well. For this also, we'll copy the statement and we'll write it here. Now let's check implementations. Maybe I avoided there is some error. Still, and input text is equals to analyze equals to analyze plus cap, right? Yeah, it should technically work fine. There is no issues. Okay, so let's do one thing. We'll open the server again. We'll end the server. Right. We'll write here Python manage.py run server. So you can see that our server has again started. And this time we will click on the link and we'll check space remover. Yeah, now it started to work. So basically there was just a problem of reloading. Yeah, now you can see that everything is working exactly fine and great. Right. So here you can see that now our website has been completed. Now it's time to upload the website on GitHub. Right. So if you guys are not aware about GitHub, I will comment down below and I will be creating a video regarding GitHub. Right. You can see that I have already came inside a GitHub, right? This is how my GitHub is looking right now. Now what I will be doing here is I will go to new. I will click on new And here you can see this option has came, create a new repository. Inside this, what I will write Django text utility. What I'm typing. Utilities. Right. See, I have created Django utilities. Here I can write description as well. It is a website with some operations like removing punctuations and capitalizing also. So, right. See. Okay. See, this has been done. Now it says public. I am creating this repository publicly. And currently I don't have any license because it's just a normal file. Then I will click on create repository. Right. Here you can see. Now here it says start upload an existing file. Like if you guys have already installed Git in your laptop, then you can do by those methods. All these things are written right here. But right now in my laptop, I don't have Git, so I will be doing that like this way. It says drag files here and add them in your repository. So for that, wherever I have stored the file, I will be just going there and I will be loading it. Right. Let me do one here. This file is empty. Okay. In second project and inside the second project, what I will do, I will write manage my py right. Right. I have to manually put one by one. Then and trust me, it's really very boring. So I would say everybody that okay, that file is empty. I understood. Now, see, the templates folder has also been installed. Now the second project. The second project is going inside second project ASGI settings URLs views.py vsgi.py as claimed. Right. But still there are multiple files like init.py it's and pycache also it's not claimed. Let me see when GitHub back again and inside GitHub I open second project and I will use init. Inside init, let's do one thing. Type a lot of things. This is Python by default. Like this, what I will do here is I will just copy it. So I have pasted it multiple times. Now let's see that whether the size of yeah. Now what I will do, I will is just I will send it here. Right. See file answers also right. So what I'm going to do here is I will be selecting full second projects. I will be dragging them. And see, you can see here that so our files have been uploaded. Now what I will do here is I will click on commit changes. It will take some time to process. Right. So here you can see that our code is visible. This is the second project. It has these many files and everything. Now what I will do here. So let's open settings. Like instead of after entering the settings, here you will be seeing that the page is written. Right. We will click on pages. Here in the page it says source. GitHub Pages is currently disabled. Please select a source to enable GitHub Pages for this repository. So on that, we will click main and then we will save it. Right. So you can see that your website is published, ready to publish at HTTPS 29 GitHub Django text utils. Like right now, when I'm clicking on it, it says 404 error because it takes few minutes or some time to get published. But like if I will check it after some time, maybe it will be published live or it will be working just fine, right? So this was how we can exactly publish our website or how we can use or create text utils, right? From the next video, we will be starting to work on a blog website and we will be doing how to create blogs and like all the fun things that is there in the core Django thing. We will be understanding the concepts, plus we will be doing the practical implementations as well. So if you guys didn't understood anything till now, then do comment out. I will be really happy to help you out, and so that we guys, everybody who's watching the video can start from the same level, right? And this will be creating like it will because of this. Everybody will be understanding each and every topics, and nobody will be lagging behind, right? So this was all about Django basics, and this was all about text utils. And we have published a website. From the next video, we will be working on another project, and we will be doing another things, right? So this was all about. I will be putting this link in the description so that you guys can check that whether my website is live or not. Right? Maybe it's taking a little more time, but it will be live soon. So don't worry. In the next video, I will be showing you, and I will be attaching this in the comments as well. So if you want to push some request and do some changes, you can easily do it. Right? So this was all about for today's video. I will see you in another one. Till then, see ya. Have a great day and bye bye.